Third down, handoff up the middle and into the end zone for 6. Goes Rudy Harris. And the Indians are on the board early.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Welcome back, everybody, here from Menasha. Great. Nathan Carter Field. And this kick goes out of bounds. So the Blue Jays will get the football at the 40 to open up their night of offense. Make that the 35-yard line. Thank all you guys for the patience of the technical difficulties that we were dealing with just before this game got started. But now we are back to normal here in the valley between the FRCC and the Great Northern. The triple package, handoff up the middle, right over there to Logan Bivens. Gains about 6 yards as he trucked his way through. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the 41-yard line coming up. Here for the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays last year 6 and 4. Lost to Beaver Dam in the 11-1 playoffs, 35-21. Looking to bounce back this year, but they got a different quarterback behind the line of scrimmage this year with Paul Smolinsky. Does a double fake, toss it backwards right to Bivens, bounces off a defender, tries to work his way around, and he does, and he's still on his feet. How about the effort there from Bivens to pick up the first down? And he's saying, no one's bringing me down here today. The second effort from Logan gets it done. And right around midfield, it's down, play action. Looking around, he's got pressure, and this one right through the hands of Robert. Good pressure applied there by the Indians, and mainly from Mitchell Micklig. It's Micklig and Fondre on the quarterback pressure. 18 win last week for Mosinee and Stratford. That one took place at Mosinee High School, and what a game it was. Came down to the final moments. Stafle with the game-winning interception. They do another fake up the middle here. Goes Smolinsky, and he picks up a few here. It's going to be 3rd down and about 5 coming up here. It's a long 5 yards ahead, though. Really like to run those quarterback draws, both of these teams do. Here's the I package. Low snap, retrieve. Throw just over the arms outstretched of Jack Olszewski. And it's going to be 4th down from the 46, and now it's decision time early. Looks like Coach Jermaine Korth will bring on the punt unit for the Blue Jays. And Shamir Yang to return. Week 2 of high school football. Tough to believe that this time's ahead of us. Good snap, good kick. Fair catch signaled, and he's going to let it go. And a good bounce going for the Blue Jays here all the way to the 3-yard line.
Possession Mosinee. They take over 1st and 10.
Getting the kicking done there from Sing-Yang. So Mosinee will take over deep in their own territory. That does not terrify how this offense runs their game. Especially that first drive of the ball game, where we weren't able to get the broadcast of most of their drive. But the Indians, they were really hightailing it down the field quickly. Stafle from the gun. He's got pressure on him. And he gets thrown down. And he works his way just across the goal line to prevent a safety. That was the engage 8 blitz right there from the Blue Jays. And there's the safety getting in on there. I believe that was Bivens who made the tackle. There were a few different backers for the Blue Jays who made the tackle there on Stafle. As he loses 2, now it's 2nd and 12. Going 4 wide. Gonna hand it off up the middle, and this is only gonna be a couple. 2 if they're lucky, maybe only 1 yard here for Ruby Harris. Not much there for Rudy, and the adjustments that this Menasha defense is making already. He's looking pretty good, and it's leaving Mosinee not many options as they're backed up deep. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first. And penalty on play. Give them a false start here and back them up only 1 yard.
It'll remain 3rd down. 3rd and 12. Onside the 2-yard line.
60-degree night here at kickoff here in the valley. A little chilly here for late August, heading into Labor Day. 3rd and 12, here it is. Stafle fakes, backs up, and now he's got no room, and he's going to throw it away. And that was danger zone territory that he got into. Almost turned into Dan Orlovsky there with the Detroit Lions, and now the officials are talking about, is this intentional grounding? And if it is, it's a safety.
Will remain incomplete.
And they're going to call it an incomplete pass. The ball crossed the line of scrimmage.
4th down.
Stafle just didn't have any of his receivers open, whether it was Miklig, Seeger, or Fondre. It was well covered by the defense.
For the pending kick. We'll get Bivens back to receive pending kick.
And now Manasha should get set up here for some really great field position ensuing this punt. Miklig is the punter. High snap. Gets the kick away, and it is a boot straight up in the air. Fair caught at the 32 of the Indians. And now Manasha has a chance to bounce back here with this starting field position.
Team Winnebago Land, Wisconsin's premier power sport field will dealership. Team Winnebago Land is committed to providing Winnebago and the surrounding area
with you guys. Today's game is brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, and affordable service. Smolinsky takes the snap right up the middle, wide open gap there for Big.
8 play. Scratch that'll be 2nd down.
And then the amount of yards to close it. Now it's going to be 3rd and about 6. Bivens makes a cut, and he picks up the first down. All the way to the 19-yard line. All the way to the 19-yard line. With just about 2 minutes to go here this first. That was another quick pass break. Jackson Rubert.
Smile just like us.
Selling your car.
Smile just like us.
Selling your car to Doll Auto is we'll take care of it. Doll Auto. Simple.
In every department at Doll Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Doll Auto, car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Doll Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team,
Welcome back, everybody, here on Zaleski Sports. Brendan Retzloff and Andrew Borchard with you guys for this one today. A 7-7 score, a little chip kick received by the Indians, and Omar Ingram. Ingram breaks one tackle and he's stuffed at the 20, where Mosinee will take over after a great possession for the Blue Jays, led by the Tatum Wilkie touchdown off the short pass from Paul Smolinsky. Well executed there by the Blue Jays, and that's their bread and butter. They like to run those short screen passes and rely on their blockers to get some openings. Mosinee goes 4 wide here. Fakes the handoff. Stafle runs it to his right, cuts it back to the left. And he picks up a first down all the way to the 37-yard line. And Stafle, he is a dangerous weapon. He is that triple threat when it comes to his game. Last week against Stratford, he led the team in rushing yards, 52 of them. Quarterback draws are plays both of these teams love to run with their lengthy and long-legged quarterbacks. Repeat the first down. Looked like a mishandled snap. Or the exchange might have been mishandled. And Harris was able to keep a hold of it.
Officially no game. Second down and 10.
That one goes for nothing, so it's stuck right at the 37 again. It will be 2nd and 10. And here in Menasha as the sun is setting right off of Highway 10. Beautiful sight.
All of your favorite brands because we want you to be proud of your space.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries all of your favorite appliance brands so we can save you money on the products you trust. It just makes sense that Mittens services what we sell because we want your home to be comfortable and run smoothly.
Take your education out of the classroom and give new spaces a spin. Wherever you are, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
Second quarter about to get underway here on Zaleski Sports between the Menasha Blue Jays and the Mosinee Indians. Start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group with full-time benefits that start day one. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. They run the jet. It's Fuentes and Polzewski. My correction to the Menasha head coach, Jeremy Korf. Stafle under pressure, and he gets the senior linebacker gets it done, and it's 4th and long coming up. And momentum starting to shift.
It'll be 4th down and 15.
On that play right there, the offensive line, and right now it has been absolute trouble, and the trouble continues. The snap goes over his head all the way to the 1. Now he has to pick it up and run, and Menasha's going to start with the football at the 1. Mick had no chance to catch that ball off the snap. What a turn of events. It's a big part of this game. Making mistakes like that is costly. And just like that, we were possibly looking at maybe 60 or 70 yards that Manasha had to drive down the field. And now with that snap, it's turned into only 2 yards they need to take the lead. Here it is, Smolinsky. And the lead shifts towards the Blue Jays here in the second quarter. Making to look up. Comeback here from the game last week against Plymouth. 13-7 now. And it's Landon on the PAT. And the kick is up and good. For Al, 10:22 to go here in the second quarter. How about that for Menasha? 2 touchdowns here in the last 3 minutes of this game. And just like that, Mosinee. Good game that we have here going for you folks.
Menasha 14, Mosinee 7. Having you on for the pending kick.
It's black against white jerseys tonight. 2 classic colors there on the reception here. Omar Ingram takes it all the way from the back, and he's got an opening. Shaves off a few tackles, stretching his way to the 38. And he's trying to... That was a solid return there from Omar. Field here compared to their last couple of drives. It's been the blitz that has been the trouble here for Stafle. Goes short pass, finds his man, it's JJ, and takes it up for about 3 yards, maybe 4. Today's game is presented by Express Employment. Express Employment professionals help find your next career at Express Employment with locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's just under 10 minutes to go here in the half. Flag on the play. They let it go, and we'll see what that's about.
Onside charge to Blue Jay.
Just around midfield, second down. Stafle backing up, looking deep. Just a little too much activity between Keontae Thigpen and Carter Fondre. And they're going to get Thigpen on this one for a pass interference.
Will be pass interference charge to Blue Jay. Yard line 1st and 10. Yard
Yeah, we're sorry about our connectivity issues. We're working with that. Yeah, we're sorry about our connectivity issues. We're working with everything that we. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna get.
Crashing at 33.
3 wide. To the left. Lockers stays on his feet and get it. Good stop as well by Menasha. I think that was. So if Reinke doesn't touch that football, on Stafle
Short, but officials time
is down.
Sponsors, that would be
Yeah.
Core Medicaid.
Learning options. Earn your degree around your life.
There's nothing that can be done about
Earn your degree around your life.
it. There's nothing that can be done about it.
Berry, here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Asiago, Fontina, Fetticaseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
You, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call.
And good news. Rudy Harris back on his feet, able to walk on his own power. So that's good. 4th and short here. Mosinee looking like they're going for it.
Mark charge to Mosinee.
There is some type of miscommunication.
Mark charge to Mosinee.
There is some type of miscommunication that happened. We'll see. They're actually going to go for it here. Unless we see possibly the same thing that we saw last play. 4th and 7. Stafle looking up the middle. It's tipped. And incomplete. Mosinee had a drive going. And all of a sudden, Mosinee had a drive going. And all, not too cold. Turn the 4 seasons here in Carnwater for all your AC and heating needs. Commercial and residential. New units are repaired. All 4 seasons heating and cooling in Carnwater today. Now with a one possession lead. You make it a 2-possession game.
Near the first
For Logan, the junior.
We'll label it just short. 2nd down and inches. Inside the
That has
46 yard
been the type of game right now. That has been working. They go up the middle again. Bivens, what a cut! He finds his gap down the sideline to the 10, steps into the end zone. And in these cases, you'd get a holding call. We'll see what it is. And they're backing them up. It's a little bit of a discussion, though. And they do get them for the penalty.
It'll remain first down, BJ.
So, on offense, take the big time play back. All the way to midfield now. What a cut that was that Bivens made, though. Under 7 minutes to play here in the half. Smolinsky takes it himself, and he gets barreled down.
Gain of about 2. 2nd down and
All right, good sign that the Manasha player is okay. Still on his feet, working his way right towards that sideline, and what a fight that was.
Mosinee on the keeper.
He took a clock is ticking. There is plenty of time though for Manasha to use here. They still
Office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a good deal, BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. B-BT.com.
referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with a smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Just about 48 seconds to go here in this first half, and Manasha trying to extend that lead up by 7 right now. Smolinsky lost the snap, and it was picked up by the running back, and he's going to get stuffed at the 5. And that play could have turned from bad to worse for the Blue Jays, and they lucked out. But Carter Rattow was right there to pick up the fumbled snap. Another timeout here. How about this drive for Menasha? They have been chugging their way down the field ever since around the 6.5-minute mark of this half. And their clock management skills are looking close to perfection, especially if they're able to get a touchdown on the board. Obviously, the Mosinee faithful looking to make a stop here and prevent that from happening. The sun is going down here in the valley. Just a little bit off the bridge. Going over the Fox River at Highway 10. Calder Stadium, one of the oldest venues in the state, just got updated a few years ago. Has a brand new fresh look. Here we go, 2nd down and goal from the 5. Smolinsky takes it himself, reaching for the end zone, and they're gonna roll him just short. And that's gonna lead to Coach Jeremy Court taking their final timeout here of the half. This is one of those situations here in the early season. It feels like it could be a huge momentum swing if you're Mosinee, if you can make this stop. But it's going to be a really tough one to make when they're dealing with a 6'3" quarterback who's got plenty of length, and all he needs to do is take this snap and reach out. But the good news is, in this type of week, you can't be doing the plays like the brotherly shove that you see in the NFL. It looks like the Blue Jays are going with a jumbo pack from the gun in Smolinsky. 3rd and goal. Inches to get in. And he does not make it. The clock's ticking. 10 seconds to go. They got to get the snap off here. 4th down. Final play here of the half. They get it. Smolinsky takes it into the end zone for 6. What a series of events. Executed to perfection for Menasha as they're up by 2 scores. Smolinsky was showing fight in every one of those snaps. He had it on the 1st down. He got the ball in every single down there. on the goal. And the PA.
Good. With 2.2 seconds
It's
remaining.
21-7.
Blue Jays.
And Menasha will get the football to begin the second half. That is a huge killer to the morale of Mosinee here. Not here. The Blue Jays kicking off. All you need to do is kick a squib and shouldn't really have to deal with anything too bad. Here in the half for Paul Smolinsky. He's got 2 rushing and 1 passing touchdown. That's the Tatum Wilkie to even things up at 7. Let's go back to back for Smolinsky. We're 2 seconds away from halftime. Mosinee was able to get a touchdown from Rudy Harris on the first drive of the ball game. It gets fumbled away, and they're just going to fall on it. And there's still time on the clock. Very likely going to see a simple run play or a quarterback knee here at the end of the half.
Officially from 10.
We got 0.1 seconds left on the clock. It's pretty rare to see that happen. They might just be calling a halftime. The officials are thinking the clock's close enough to. And that is what they're gonna do. They're gonna call it halftime here. 21-7. And it's been 21 unanswered points from the Manasha Blue Jays as they have the lead here at Nathan Calder Field here in the Valley in this non-conference matchup between the Great Northern Conference and the Fox River Classic in the South. And as we go to halftime, we will send things to a break. We'll be right back here in a couple of minutes here on Zaleski Sports.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
So is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Doll Auto. Simple.
In every department at Doll Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Doll Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Doll Auto, simple.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries higher quality furniture from all of your favorite brands because we want you to be proud of your space.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries all of your favorite appliance brands so we can save you money on the products you trust. It just makes sense that Mittens services what we sell because we want your home to be comfortable and run smoothly.
Wisconsin has shopped at Mittens since 1938 because we have it all.
Good day, my name is Ken Hyman and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Home Improvement Company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service
menu of breakfast and lunch options, along with all-day breakfasts and Friday fish fry. Enjoy a fun, family atmosphere with delicious meals made from scratch, including skillets and tasty burgers. Dine in or take out is welcome, Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Treat yourself to a mouth-watering experience.
13th and 14th. Start each morning with a potato or buttermilk pancake breakfast and shop over 125 handmade arts and craft vendors. Also, make sure to check out the Kids Zone Saturday and Sunday, September 13th and 14th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow us on Facebook.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these. And email us now.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great and successful Wisconsin, we are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank, real people, real conversations.
Doctor basically said, you're going to be in a wheelchair and walking with a walker. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that's my life. That's my life story. I looked around on the internet and I found Shai at Next Step Prosthetics. And I came in and met with him and I felt so comfortable here, so unfearful. He said, we're going to get you up and walking.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Welcome back here, halftime here in Menasha at Nathan Collar Field. 21-7 is your score as the Blue Jays have the lead, and they will get the ball to begin the second half. But the way that this game played out at the beginning, it seemed like Mosinee was in full control. Drove down the field within the first 4 minutes of the ball touchdown. Went up 7-0 off that Rudy Harris touchdown run. And then it was all through the works of mainly the offense of the Blue Jays and Paul Smolinsky, their quarterback, throwing with one passing touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns here in the game. But one of those was set up by a misplay on the special teams unit for Mosinee. A high snap over the head of the punter all the way into their own territory at the goal line. The ball went, and Miklig couldn't do anything about it and got tackled and led to an easy score for the Blue Jays in this ball game. They have had outstanding pressure on defense, especially after that first drive of the ball game. And coach for the Blue Jays, Jeremy Korth, he has put on an absolute great show here with his team. Not many errors that they have made, and the clock management that they had going into halftime was stupendous work. I mean, they had the ball with about 7 minutes left in the half. From the 30-yard line, drove all the way to the goal line. And there was that series of events there on that third and fourth down. It was Smolinsky who tried to take it in himself on the third down. It was just short. And they had to go quickly with it because there were no timeouts. And with 2 seconds left, they were able to score on the touch. Brought us to where we are now, 21-7, as the marching band out on the field. And like I said, the Blue Jays will receive to begin the second half. We'll try to give you some scores coming up here in just a bit. We'll take things to another 2-minute break or so. We'll be right back here on Smolinsky Sports.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with a smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free
department at Dull Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep who always double checks each other's words. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dull Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dull Auto, simple.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. It's a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings direct in windows. Call today.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries higher quality furniture from all of your favorite brands because we want you to be proud of your space.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries all of your favorite appliance brands so we can save you money on the products you trust. It just makes sense that Mittens services what we sell because we want your home to be comfortable.
Wisconsin,
yeah, sounds good.
Since 1930.
I got it, I think.
We have it all.
Mic check. 1, 2.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been in your community. Call now for your free estimate.
Just about 3 minutes left here in the half. Still figured out. We think we might have came up with a solution on Smolinsky Sports. I'm not now. Oshkosh North, what a classic. That one is, I believe, Rose at Newman Catholic, and Edgar and Stratford, 6-0. And it's just one of those types of nights here in Menasha where it looks like we might have a pretty good ball game on our hands. The Blue Jays have a 14-point lead, but that doesn't mean that Mosinee can't come back from this. Especially with the game that they had last week against Stratford. They put up 13 points in that fourth quarter against Stratford, which gave them that comfortable lead. And eventually, Stafle had the game-winning interception of that one. But like we mentioned here before, it has been Paul Smolinsky who has put on a show for the Manasha Blue Jays. The sound of the Mosinee faithful as they make their way onto the field. We'll just keep things here with you guys as halftime is about to come to an end, and the Blue Jays will receive the football coming up here. How about we throw it to some of our sponsors for today's game? Taking a look at Chiropractic. Because Family Chiropractic in Rothschild provides personalized chiropractic care no matter what issue your body is battling, from migraines and anxiety to stress or a wide variety of youth issues. Let Because Family Chiropractic give you the life you deserve. Also by Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality that you can trust. And by Culligan. Culligan Water specializes in all your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. We'll see what types of adjustments the Indians have made here going into the second half. Like mentioned before, they were looking very sharp in that first drive of the ball game, and they had a few things going for them in their last offensive drive of the half. Mainly from those penalty flags, though, and taking a look at both of these teams penalty-wise.
Gus Miller on for the pitching. Begin the second half, Blue Jays.
Here we go. Second half underway. And there's the boot. And it's received. And all the way to the 30-yard line. And quarterback draws that we've seen from the Blue Jays here tonight. 3-wide package. Take it himself, and now go short. Penalty flag on the play. Negate that play here, and it's going to be a false start. A little sloppy way to begin the first half here for Menasha. So they'll back up 5 more yards. 1st and 15 from the 25. Here in this 2-score affair. Same type of formation here for Smolinsky. Lost the snap. Able to get it back, and he's going to take it himself now, and he's still going with the football to gain 5 yards. And this is where it's important to have that type of talent with you, to have a kid who can make something happen out of nothing. And that's exactly what Paul Smolinsky did there. That just looked like it was going to turn into a wildfire. Three receivers wide again on the formation. Goes with a short pass and can't stuff off the tackle. No stiff arm today, says Braden Reinke on the stop. Reinke, they're playing from the defensive back spot and able to run all the way up and make the tackle on Hayden McGuire. 6'4" man running right at him. Yeah, it's 6'4", 185 coming after you. You're going to be running for dear life. Jumbo package here. Handoff outside. Mosinee on the tackle. And it's 4th and long now. And a good possession of defense to begin the half for the Indians. And it's Samir to punt the ball away with Ingram set back to receive this one. This punt for this game got killed by penalty flags. 9:32 on the clock here in the third quarter. Stafle takes a snap, pitch it around, shutting off those tackles to the 40 or the 39-yard line. Goes Ben Backman, the senior halfback. Living by his last name is the halfback Backman. Gains about 6 yards on the play. And that will lead to our questions about Rudy Harris, if he'll be able to return to this game. He's sitting on the bench right now with his helmet off, still in support of his teammates. Backman, the fake, Stafle, opening, takes it all the way into the red zone, all the way to the 16. And Mosinee keeps on chugging along just like they did to begin this game. This is the exact you wanted to get to a half if you were Kyle Stafle. You wanted to see your team perform with urgency, and that is what they're doing right now. And to be without their starting running back, I mean, that's doing a lot here too for them. Reinke and Seeger, the far out receivers. Man in motion. They fake it. Stafle all the way into the 7-yard line to pick up a first down. And they got the end goal with them here. It's just keep on carrying that momentum with you himself. And he's been making the right reads most of the time here in this ball game, and especially on those last 2 runs. All the way to the 7. Mosinee now knocking on the door. Stafle does it again into the end zone for the touchdown. The Indians are back in it. They played with urgency, and they found their way, and they're within 8. 6'3", able to use his legs, make the right reads, and when he makes things work with his eyes, his legs will do the rest for you. Point after, and we're within 7 here in the Valley. Between the Blue Jays and the Indians, Trev Stafle with another touchdown for himself here in the season, adding on to that rushing yard leader stat for the team as well. To go here in the third quarter. Manasha, just before that touchdown that Mosinee got, and that was an important one. And you can almost feel the shift of momentum in this ball game. Here's the boot once again. Take it all the way back from the 25. Set up at the 34, it looks like. Might mark it at the 35. And now that it seems like Mosinee has the offensive strategy figured out for Menasha here with his quarterback in Paul Smolinsky. Ratto are not in the game at the moment. Gets stuffed by a couple of Indians for only a yard. And that was through the works of third and short coming up. If you're Menasha, you want to keep this drive going. You just had to just short of the sticks. And if you're a Menasha fan, you're thinking, with the momentum shift in this game, you only got about a yard on that play. It's a 4th and 3. We'll see how this boot goes. Much better here. And a little bit of backspin. It might have been touched, and it gets received here by Omar. And that was a very gutsy play. Because if you muff that ball, the momentum just falls right back into the hands of the Blue Jays. You're one of the coaches, you're going to go right up to your return man and tell him, don't do that again. That was a very short-lived drive from Menasha. Both offenses have been clean turnover-wise in this ballgame. They do the double jet sweep, bring it around, and that had no one fooled. Carter Fondre was the carrier there. That play only went for a yard, and Fondre did about 40 yards of running on the play for only 1. Second and 1. That was Alex Stepke. Only a couple of yards on that play as well. But Stafle, when he received that snap, he had his eyes on Stepke. There was nowhere else he was going with that football. And it's 3rd and 7. And a little bit of movement here. Penalty flag flies. Both sides are pointing fingers. And they're going to get the offsides. Sometimes it's the penalties in given moments. You just can't have that happen. From a 3rd and 7, now to a 3rd and short. And now if you're Mosinee, you can either try a read option, you can go quick pass, you could go heads. He shuffles out to the left, and he's got nothing there. It actually was number 1, my bad. That was Jackson Rubert. And now Mosinee's going to punt the ball away with 3:30 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Only another high snap here. Micklig has to pick it up, and he's going to get thrown all the way down into the 20-yard line, and that is 2 errant snaps over the head of Micklig, and that is costly for Mosinee. The last time it turned into a touchdown for Manasha. And they're going to try to repeat history again here. And that's just a communication thing that they got to work on and figure out the distance of their snaps. And you know for darn sure that Mosinee is going to be working on their special teams punting unit come time practice. Smolinsky absolutely gets hammered up. That was a big hit that he took.
2nd down and 5.
Gain about 4 yards on that one. 2nd and 6 coming up here from the 15-yard line. And that special teams play, it just handed the momentum of this game to Menasha. And Smolinsky taking it himself all the way to the pylon. He finds his way into the end zone for 6. Keeps falling back. Ball. He's going passing. He has been a tough unit to stop. Is the junior. 2:39 to go here in this third quarter. Point after is up and no good. This one went wide right for Albanil. 13-point deficit that it is now. Back and forth here in this third quarter. You're watching high school football in the WIAA here on Zaleski Sports.
Food in town, with no further than Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Park. This locally owned, 50s themed diner loves to support their community while providing a full menu of breakfast and lunch options.
Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest, September 13th and 14th. Start each morning with a potato or buttermilk pancake breakfast and shop over 120. So make sure to check out the Kids Zone, yummy food court with maple specialties, beer garden, and a comedic grilling show with TV's Mad Dog and Meryl. Don't miss the 33rd Annual Maple Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 13th and 14th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow us on Facebook.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community.
And we are back here in Menasha. Just missed the kickoff here in this third quarter. Right back to the Indians, to Omar Ingram, who took it up to around the 32-yard line, maybe the 33, give or take. And now, if you're Mosinee, if it comes to a time where you hit a 4th down, do you punt the football? Because the last 2 punt attempts in this ballgame for them have turned into really costly plays that have really changed the whole complexion of this ballgame. Play action pass, looking high, deep, fading down, and it's dropped, but there is more contact before the play was made. Carter Fondry had it in his hands, and once again, it looked like there was a little bit of hand fighting. That pass interference here.
There's a first down coming up.
How about Mosinee here going with a deep play action pass to open up the drive?
First and 10, Mosinee.
Really try to shift that balance and change up how they've been making plays here in this ballgame. It's mainly been Treve Stafle on read options. That's been helping them. He goes back to it. Pitch out. Take it back is Backman, and he is stuffed at the 50. As the backup running back and the linebacker this season. Mosinee, they already began their school year. I believe it was last week already. There's some schools that haven't even started yet. Starting up right after Labor Day here. Exciting Labor Day weekend coming up. Here's Stafle off the snap. Looking, connects with his target. And that's Reinke across the sticks. Actually, might have just been 1 yard short of the sticks. They're going to say he's 1 yard short here. They go handoff here. And Backman gets shut down. I think he's short. What a tackle there from Fuentes. And let's see if they're going to measure this. That is really close. It is 4th and a little under a yard, they say. Final 30 seconds here of the third quarter. It's a 2-score game. Plenty of ball game here. Big play coming up, though. Stafle under the center. Takes the snap. Finds his way around, and he picks up the first. Big play there for the Indians with 11 seconds to go here in the half. As the center's got to help up the starting quarterback here, make sure he's all right. He's good. And that is where we end quarter number 3. Both teams able to get a touchdown on the board. Mosinee able to close within 1 point, down by 13. Fourth quarter coming up here on Zaleski Sports.
Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc community, with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank, real people, real conversations.
For over 20 years.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Richard and Brendan Retzloff here with you guys live from the Valley. Mosinee down 13 entering the fourth quarter. Stafle line. And the Montag again. Sponsor to provide complimentary sports physicals to Central Wisconsin athletes this summer. Call 715. Man in motion. Send him around. Stafle in the back end. He had it in his hands. It was going to be a big play. And the defensive back just able to swat it out with his right hand and make a great play. Some great fundamentals there. 11:08 to go in the ball game. Stafle again looking to pass. He's got nothing and he gets decked in the backfield. And on the sack, it's number 58 and Ashton Bailey. And Mosinee, maybe they will go for it here. We'll see. Based on how the past 2 punt attempts have gone, you could possibly see him go for it here, but it is 4th and long. 4th and 12 here from the... And Jeremy Korth will be the one to take the timeout. Today's game is presented by Nicolay Bank. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Kobe, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Or learn more at nicolaybank.com. Today's game is also brought to you by Lee's Piggly Wiggly and Mosinee Family Chiropractic. Thank you to these wonderful local Mosinee favorites for bringing us today's game. Maple Fall Fest is coming up as well in Marshfield. That's September 13th and 14th. Check out arts and crafts and the vendors, the Kids Zone, and yummy food. Maple Fall Fest, September 13th and 14th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Big 4th down play coming up here for the Indians. 1-0 here on the season. They'll have Merrill coming up next week. As for Menasha, they're 0-1, and they'll have Green Bay West coming up. And it looks like they're going for it. 4th and 12. Stafle fires it up the middle, and Micklig. And oh boy, he took a shot at the end of that play. It'll be a turnover on downs. But you just hope and pray that Mitch Micklig is all right here. He's able to get back up on his own power. Really shaken up after that play, though. Stafle had the ball on the money right to him. And I think it's just a matter of trying to catch and gather it while knowing you're going to absorb that heavy of a hit. So Menasha will get the ball at the 44 in their own territory with 10:22 to go in this game. And you'd figure this is a must-stop situation if you're the Indian. Stafle is coming off of a game where he had 160 passing yards, 13 for 18 passing. This week has been a different story. His receivers, tough time catching the football. And Smolinsky takes this one for about a couple of yards. All he's doing here is protecting the football at all costs. Both of these offenses have done a great job of protecting the ball. It's just been those couple of errors on the special teams unit for Mosinee that has cost them big time. 2 scores. Another one up the middle here for Smolinsky. Takes it past midfield and into Mosinee territory up to the 48-yard line. Close to that 9 o'clock hour here in the Central Time. The half moon is up here tonight. Smolinsky once again takes it himself. He's going to be short of the sticks. That line judge said he was short, but then the judge in the middle of the field said he had enough. That's a big first down there. That's going to take a lot of time off that clock. Blue Jays have 2 timeouts. Indians. Fresh set of downs. They pass it. They go around the corner and try to find the bend. And it's going to be a gain of about 6 yards here. And that's for Jackson Olszewski.
2 yards short of the first down. It'll be second down.
Run those quarterback draws and run the short passes, those screen passes, around to your receivers and let your blockers create lanes for them to run through. Sending a full head of steam into the end zone. Goes 22 and Taden Wilkie for 6. And that could be the dagger of this one. Oh, what a stripe from Smolinsky. That's his second touchdown pass, and he has 3 rushing scores. He's accountable for all 5 touchdowns here in this game for Manasha. And they're going to go for 2 here to try to make it a 21-point game. It's a 3-score game with 7:55 to go. And we might have a delay game here.
Officials timeout. Delay game charge to Blue Jays. And at this time, hamburgers and brats, get yours now while they're available.
PA announcer trying to get people to the concession stand. $1 hot dogs, that's a good deal right there. And burgers, $1 for hot dogs and burgers. Al Benil here for the point after. It is up and through the uprights. And it's a 20-point game. And we'll see how it, being an hour and a half away, there's plenty of time left in this game, though. I have seen crazier comebacks and series of electric services, the Mosinee services the Mosinee and Wausau areas with the best in residential. Identify electrical problems. For all your electrical needs, look to Seifert Electric. Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team, the NCUA. Tough 7-yard line, and they go no huddle here. Stafle looking deep. He's got his man just over ahead of him. Step key will check in for him. Quite a bit of running there for JJ. 3rd and 3 coming up. Stafle looking and finds Micklig, picks up the first down. That's where we've seen that reliable connection between the two of them. That's the first time we've really seen them have that connection in this game.
At this time, I'd like to announce there was an iPhone found. If you're missing an iPhone, go on to concessions to claim it. If you're missing an iPhone, sitting at concessions, waiting for its owner to claim it.
Just about 7 minutes to go here. Stafle goes with the cut right up the middle on the crosser. Right to Seeger. And he's got the first down. Keeps the clock moving. Mosinee trying to stay alive in this thing. Like, tough pass here. What a catch. What a throw as well. And it looks like there is a Blue Jay down on the turf. That pass from Treve Stafle to JJ Seeger, though, that's a ball you have to put on the money. You miss it short, that gets intercepted. You miss it long, you just have an incompletion. That was a beautiful pass from Treve. That's where the 6'3" frame comes into play. You get to see a little bit more above you. And he saw an opening somewhere and he hit it. Ball is placed at the 44 or the 43-yard line. Here with 6:33 to play. Today's game's presented by Dahl Automotive. For your next new vehicle purchase, check out Dahl Honda and Dahl Chrysler in Stevens Point. With these two dealerships, you're sure to find just the vehicle you're looking for. Browse their selection online or just stop in person and see for yourself at Dahl Honda just off of Stanley Street and Dahl Chrysler on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. We thank all you guys for tuning in with us here tonight, even though we've had to deal with our fair share of technical issues. We appreciate all you for sticking with us. And the screen pass gets absolutely stuffed by Backman, and a little bit of extracurricular activity at the end of the play. A little too much shoving out of bounds is going to lead to a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first for the Indians. Now they're discussing it. We'll see what the call is. And they're going to get the personal foul.
Personal foul charge. It'll be a first down for Mosinee.
I totally get it. You're just trying to make a fundamental football tackle. You got an extra player on the field here. Penalty flag is thrown. And it's going to be on Menasha here. I don't know why they were going slow with that. That was Marquell Brown, who was just walking off of the field, and he was the 12th man. And I'm not sure what that was about.
Flag is being waved off. As it'll be second down and short. A yard to go. Ball at the 20.
So Mosinee's got a second and short, 6 minutes to go here. Plenty of time left. I mean, you scored kick an onside kick and recover. I mean, you're back in business. Stafle received the low snap, and he didn't really have much there for him. And now there's a little more shoving at the end of this play. And the Mosinee fans don't like it. That's Wyatt Janusz. Who kind of did a little bit at the end of the play there to Stafle. And there's a lot of unhappy fans now in the seats as we're approaching the final 5 here. Stafle looking, end zone broken up. He had his man Reinke leaping up to grab it at the helmet, and it got hit right out of the hands once again by Wilkie. How about Tayden Wilkie making some stops on defense in this ball game? Stafle, he's had a few throws on the money though. His receivers just can't complete the catch. Inside the red zone to the 13-yard line. They're going to call him short here. It looked like he had the first. 3rd and 1, they say. Stafle looks, finds his man Reinke on the slant for a touchdown. Don't count them out yet. And that was a much-needed drive for Mosinee. 4:44 to go, down by 14. It was just that little hesitation on the fake pass for Seeger, and he went right to Reinke on the slant. Went with the same play, just flipped it around the other side of the field. Went after. And it is up and through. It is a 13-point game with 4:44 to go. And now we'll see if Mosinee tries the onside kick. They knit services and automotive. No matter your need, services and automotive. No matter your need, turn to Charlie's Hardware of Mosinee to get the job done. Leave it to Charlie's Hardware, because you've got work to do. We'll see if they set up for the onside. 13-point game here, and it looks like they are setting up here. Pretty stacked on that closer side of your screen. Just can't get past the 10, and that's going to be an out-of-bounds penalty here. And Menasha will take over with great field position and with a chance to close this ball game. They'll place the football here at the 43, with there being 4 minutes and 44 seconds left in the game. But I get it. They're taking their job seriously. Got to do the things right. Try to end this thing here with this offensive drive. Smolinsky able to drive the ball pretty far there, gaining about 5 yards. And how about the day Paul Smolinsky has had here tonight? 5 touchdowns. He, right now, is your player of the game who would be in the highlight house. 4 minutes to go. He'll take it up the middle here and be just short of the sticks. It's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Mosinee on defense here. This is where they got to bring in their big guns and step up to the occasion and make a stop. Because if they can, don't count them out of this game yet. Really be the dagger of this game.
1st and 10, drive continues at the
Mosinee not taking a timeout. hitting the breaking point of the game. Looked like we were going to have an exciting fourth quarter, and momentum just really took a turn towards Menasha in this ball game. Took advantage of those mistakes from Mosinee, and it's really paid off, and all they got to do is hold on to the football. And now it's a timeout here from Coach Kyle Stafle with 2:37 to go. Going against the conference and lost in the level 1 playoffs. So it'll be 2nd and 9 here from around the 30-yard line. And Smolinsky, what a fake. He's got blocks, and he's got a wide-open lane of touchdown. But there is a penalty flag on the play. And there might be a reason he had a lane wide enough to fit a semi. Could be a holding penalty here. Send him back. That was a really great read option, though, from Paul. He had nothing but green grass ahead of him.
Holding charge to the Blue Jays.
And holding is the call, so they'll negate that touchdown for Paul. And back it up 10 more yards.
Near the 29-yard line.
It's at the spot of the foul. So it happened at the 19. They place it at the 29.
Officials timeout.
And now the officials are going to figure out what's going on here. Smolinsky passed it. Goes Hayden McGuire. Interesting move to pass it there, but it picks up the first down and ultimately put an end to this game.
First and 10.
Games presented by Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. For all your tire and automotive needs, look to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Great deals on tire read here. From residential to commercial, industrial to agriculture, Newton Electric in Wausau has been serving central Wisconsin since 1977. Give them a call or find them online at newtonelec.com. Timeout taken on the field here by the Indians. They have one remaining here in the ball game. And the Mosinee faithful still sitting here, probably just waiting to reunite with their kids who are out on the field at the moment. Meanwhile, the Manasha student section waving a goodbye for a safe journey home for Mosinee. It's going to be a long bus ride back home, that's for sure. Just a few mistakes that they've made in this game, and they knew that they were going to be facing a tough task with this Division II team of the Blue Jays. And coming up next, stay tuned for our Merrill Steel postgame show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest and apply at merrillsteel.com. That's Merrill Steel, where once our postgame show plays, we will go down to the field, get our interview with our winning coach and player of the game to close out the nightcap. Couple of yards here for Carter Ratau. And Mosinee calls their final timeout here of the game. 3rd and 2 coming up. It's looking like we'll have Coach Jeremy Korth and Paul Smolinsky as our special guests once this game concludes. We'd like to thank all of our viewers for being with us here tonight I know it's been a little bit of a tougher night in terms of getting to view this game in the way you want to. And we're sorry for those difficulties that you had to go through, and especially for just wanting to watch, mainly just families get to watch their kids play. 1:32 to go, 3rd and short coming up. Smolinsky trying to close this game, sheds off one defender, and he spins his way. And that is your player of the game finding his way into the highlight house. Paul Smolinsky. 4 rushing touchdowns for number 11. The officials said just let them continue playing. And Menasha able to put up a 40-piece here tonight. Make it 41. A 20-point lead. And we'll see what Mosinee does to end this game. 1:23 to go. You got to give credit to how Coach Jeremy Korth is running this show right now. Even though they got the lead and it looks like the game's going to end, they're still playing with a bunch of grit, and especially their quarterback in Paul Smolinsky. Showing them how it's done. The boot set off here. I believe, I couldn't tell who that was returning it. It looked like Dinninger. I don't know, it was 1:17 to play. Starters still going out to the field. What a rebound type of night for the... Those were the 2 big plays of this game, though. It was the 4th downs where Mosinee had to punt the ball, and the snaps went right over the head of Mitch Micklig. And that was really what brought this game to fruition for Welcome back, everybody, to the Merrill Steel Postgame Show. Alongside our player of the game, Paul Smolinsky. I mean, you're getting it done in all facets and all assets of the game tonight. And when it came to throwing the football, your throws were on the money. When it came to running with the football and finding the right plays with those quarterback draws, you were doing everything right. I mean, what do you have to say for how you played tonight?
I just got to give it all to my O-line. We had a rough week last week, and we came back and bounced back. I don't know. I don't got much to say. I mean, O-line, that's all them. It's all them.
I I mean, I can tell you're a type of leader, and I was just talking to Coach Korth about this. He said that you're a type of leader who's quiet, but has such a big impact when it comes to being on the football field. And the way you play is how every other player, and you were just talking about your offensive line, that's how they want to play. Yeah. I mean, just tell me how that feels to you.
I mean, I'm just a quiet person. I don't know. I just like to stay humble because there's always ups and downs. But I don't know. I just tried. Last week I didn't feel like I was a vocal enough leader, and this week I was like, we got to get going because last week wasn't us, and this was us this week.
Well, I'll tell you this. You got 6 touchdowns in this game, 4 of them rushing, 2 of them passing touchdowns. I mean, to have 6 touchdowns in a game like this against a team who just took out a state champion last week, that's some pretty big stuff right there. And I mean, just tell me what you're thinking about it.
We're just keep building because our end goal is conference championship and farther than that. So this is just a stepping stone for us. So we're just going to keep building.
Yeah, and now you guys got conference play coming up. I mean, isn't that exciting? Green Bay West.
Yeah. We got to prepare for them, and then
I mean, all these guys right now, they're having fun. Labor Day weekend's coming up. I mean, everyone's going to be having a good time. You got any special plans?
Probably rest. I don't know if I'm going to be able to move tomorrow.
Paul's going to be resting with us. Thank you for joining us. We'll put you in the highlight house in just a second here, too. Now, congratulations on this win. I mean, you just heard what your quarterback had to say. I mean, what do you got?
Well, I didn't realize his stat line, but you know, we're not much about stats. I'll just tell you, Paul's the type of guy, and that we can win with that. And the type of play that we played tonight, we can win games with that play. You know, we talked about last week, we can't win games like that. And so, you see your quarterback putting it on the line like that. You know, that in that position that he's in, sometimes that looks like a fancy position and a more sexy position, but he was all about grit. You know, he's the type of guy that would put his hand in the dirt if he needed to do that as well. So he's an anything for the team guy, and that's the type of stuff that's contagious and rubs off on the rest of the team. We have a great locker room. We have a great, right now, kids in our program, we have 0 issues, and we feel good about moving forward. So, you know, love the team, love Paul, and can't say enough about our guys. We had guys that stepped up tonight too because we had some key injuries, and so that was another reason why we put it on Paul's shoulders a little bit.
Yeah, both sides. I mean, you guys dealt with those injuries, mainly the running back position. Like, that was tough, but I mean, yeah, you pointed out how Paul played, and you can see the environment of this entire team. They're all having a good time. They're having fun, and how are you guys going to carry all of that momentum now going forward?
We get back to work. We carry that momentum by getting back to work. We enjoy it for the weekend, and we get back to work. But I mean, if you look at like what we have here, I mean, look at this atmosphere, this environment here. These kids, they want to come play football here because everything that we have for them here. These kids have it great, and you know, they're paying it forward by just working hard and doing everything they can to make this city and this school district proud.
Is there any way you guys are going to be celebrating this win tonight?
I think the guys will have a little more fun with it than us coaches probably will, but I'll probably just get home and relax a little bit. Yeah, you know, we got a bunch of coaches that just work their tails off. You know, the other coaching staff said, wow, you guys have the biggest coaching staff we've ever seen. We do. And every one of those coaches is needed, and every one of them probably needs a little bit of a break right now for a day or so, and then we'll get right back at it.
Yeah, you got Labor Day weekend coming up here. I got to ask you now, Coach, are there any special plans that you got for this long weekend?
Well, you know what? My wife and I were going to go up to our cabin up in Wheeler Lake, and we think we're just going to kind of sit back in Menasha, and we might go fishing out and catch some walleyes, and then go work on some deer stands on the next day, and just visit with her family and my.
But catching walleye, hey, I like that. Thank you for joining us, Coach. Congratulations on this win, and you guys totally deserve to enjoy the weekend. So enjoy it.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
You. Appreciate it.
That's in the highlight hub.
Right here.
All right.
Waiting for you. I'm not seeing it.
I'm going to give you the mic, name, and then that you're in the house, right into that camera that's up there. And I'll count to 3 for you.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
I'm Paul Smolinsky, and I'm in the house.
Run after him. Yeah! Alrighty.
Thank you.
Yep, absolutely. Alrighty, folks, thank you for tuning in with us. Final score 41-21 here in Menasha. That's Paul Smolinsky and Coach with us here. What a day it was for the Menasha Blue Jays over the Mosinee Indians here. They took advantage of the mistakes Mosinee had, and they made them pay. Paul with the 6 touchdowns, just a big-time move for him here in this game. And as you heard from Coach Korth, big-time leader in the locker room, and this team is having a great time. And we're seeing it in fruition. All of them are having fun out here. But that's going to do it for us out here. Brendan Retzloff, Andrew Borchard, upstairs in the booth doing production. We thank you guys for being a part of our broadcast here this evening. Even though we went through a lot of different errors and had to troubleshoot a bunch of things, you guys stuck it with us and made it a great night. Glad to be back here for the football season. Week 2 in the books. Mosinee 1-1, Menasha 1-1. Coming up next for them, they got Green Bay West. Mosinee, have a wonderful Friday and a wonderful Labor Day, everybody. See you then.